My name is Eve Collins. My parents, Aaron Collins and Diana Collins, along with my sister Kate Collins, were traveling by the sea when a tsunami struck, and all three of them perished, leaving only me, about to start college, with a massive debt. The tuition I worked so hard to save, along with the house Aaron and Diana left behind, were all taken by creditors. Helpless I was forced to work in a factory, working 16 hours a day, living in a rundown dorm with 10 people, eating the simplest and cheapest meals, living like a machine. I finally paid off the debt, only to accidentally see on TV that Kate, who was supposed to be dead, had become a famous dancer. And Aaron and Diana even shared their thoughts. It turned out they took out a huge loan, faked their deaths, and ran off to Paris with Kate to pursue her and dreams, leaving all the debt to me, who was just about to start college. I went to confront them, but was either so annoyed, can't even die somewhere far away. When I opened my eyes again, I was back on the day they faked their deaths. My grandmother Daisy Collins as neatly arranged in the morning hall before me. Daisy sobbed uncontrollably beside me. How did my son die so young? I almost burst out laughing. Thinking, Dad, these three people are perfectly alive. Mom, don't be too sad. Let them rest in peace soon. My Aunt Tessa Collins glanced at me, ungently comforted Daisy. Tessa is a doctor, and the death certificates for Aaron, Diana, and Kate were all issued by her. At this time in my previous life, I was heartbroken and don't. Next day, I received 3 urns under massive debt. I watched them coldly as they acted. Clearly, those 3 weren't dead. Yet they put on a show of deep sorrow in front of me. The death certificates were issued by Tessa, so she must have known about Aaron and Diana's plan. Yet, she said nothing to me. In my previous life, when the creditors came knocking, I asked her for help, begging her to lend me some money first so I could finish my studies and pay it back gradually. The first time I came to her, she refused me. The second time I went to her, I found out she had applied to study further in Germany. Daisy was getting old, so all the debts ended up falling solely on me. I finally got into New York University, but I had to drop out because of overwhelming debt. To pay off the debt, I worked several jobs a day, but the creditors still thought I was too slow. In the end, they sent me to a illegal factory. I worked 16 hours a day, earning about $10 a month, but I only received $500, with the rest directly deducted for debt repayment. I lived frugally, ate vegetarian meals every day, and finally managed to pay off the debt. But I never expected that this was all a scam targeting me. Aaron and Diana were never dead. They borrowed a huge amount of money and took Kate abroad for herd and straining, leaving the massive debt to me. They exploited me to turn Kate into a glamorous dance star,